Chapter 6 Boss Fight Fyrnfog. So, with the plan set, they begin their attack. At first, things go according to plan. But, as Sibella approaches the oracle, it casts a fear spell on her, causing her to stop fighting and run away in terror, which leads to the second healer casting a heal on the shield-bearing goblin enforcer. This in turn leads to Coldcrove taking more damage than he should. Once Cold's health drops too low, Kill taunts them. "I've got these!" he shouts, taking on the extra adds. Now fighting 2 melee goblins and 2 casters, his health begins dropping too rapidly. Sibella jumps in to save the situation, commencing an all-out assault on the oracle and the remaining shaman, hoping to burn them down quickly and pull some aggression off Cold and Kill. Unfortunately for her, it goes all too well, and they both turn their attention to her. Just before her health drops to 0, she finishes the oracle. So, she tries to escape and lose the aggression from the shaman, but she fails in this endeavor, and it casts a lightning spell at her. Seeing that Sibella is about to be finished by the shaman's magic attack, Salvatore casts a shield on her, which absorbs the damage from the spell. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a huge lightning bolt strikes down from above, blasts the shaman critically, and it dies instantly, without so much as making a sound. Greylick runs to Sibella playing a song on his lyre, and her health begins to rise as a soft light glow surrounds her. Immediately after, Cold and Kill also become surrounded by the light glowing aura, and they continue fighting with the slow heal keeping them alive. Finally, Sage finishes casting another spell, and a bolt of chain lightning shoots from her hands, striking the basher, cutthroats, and spearmen. Then, Grey lets out a primal scream, causing Kill, Cold, and Sibella to start hitting faster and harder. With most of the team's health in the red, Salvatore casts a long, slow-casting heal spell, and everyone's health raises to a safe level. As the chain lightning dies down, one of the cutthroats drops dead. Kill finishes the other one with a vicious gut slash. Next, Cold drops the spearman with a devastating skull splitter. Then, he twists swiftly and smashes the basher in the face with the flat side of his axe. His face pours blood, and he falls down wheezing for a second. Then, there is silence. "That was close," Sibella gasps, winded from the tough fight. And then she turns to Salvatore. "Thank you for the shield, and thank you, Greylick, for the healing song, and, the rage scream." "I told you I was going to have to save you guys today," Grey boasts. "You did great, Greylick," Coldcrove says. Kill speaks up. "Thanks to you too, Sage. Those lightning blasts really turned the tide." "All right, everyone. Drinks and eats. I need to replenish my mana pool," Salvatore insists. "What you gotta do, good sir?" Sibella says with a full mouth, after which she smiles and continues munching. The rest of the group follows suit, sits down, and recovers from the previous battle. A moment later, they all get up, refresh buffs, and head out. "Okay, guys, let's do this!" Kill exclaims. Without hesitation, they meet the next wave of enemies and tear through them with little trouble. Not 20 minutes later, they arrive to the chamber of the final boss. "Now then, Grey," Killswitch begins. "This is Fyrnfog's chamber. He is a named hobgoblin and the leader of this group." Then Sage steps forward and continues. "Since this is your first run, it is you who should deal a killing blow." Salvatore jumps in. "It will be no simple task, defeating all of his guards, healers, and casters in the rear, plus, while he begins as a pesky melee warrior type, things will change as we progress through the battle." "But you've got this, you half-elf half-wit," Sibella taunts sarcastically. "Okay, guys, let's take out this bastard," Killswitch shouts. Then they enter Fyrnfog's chamber. Greylock's eyes light up as he looks around and sees the elaborate cave dwelling, the torch lighting, and the gruff, macabre decor. Skulls, skins, and heads of fallen heroes are hanging on the walls, and are placed as centerpieces on the tables. The boss himself is standing at the center of the room, and is surrounded by a team of powerful guards and casters. He is a massive, muscular monster, with dirty green skin, wielding a huge, jagged sword. He is decked out in dingy silver armor that covers his shoulders, chest, and legs, and on his back he has a tattered cloth cloak. Out front are 2 goblin legionnaires and a warlord. Behind them, on each side of Fyrnfog, stands an oracle. There are also 3 casters standing behind the huge hobgoblin. "This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun," Gray says. "But it does look tough." "Psh, nah," Sabella retorts. Then she quips, "A walk in the park, Gray. A walk in the park." As soon as she finishes her remark, she fades from sight like she always does. Gray looks over at Coldcrow. "She does it on purpose, huh?" Then he clarifies. "Says something snide, then fades away, thinking it looks so cool and mysterious." "Yeah, but it does look pretty cool, right?" Cold responds. "Oh yeah, I know, but I can't let her go on thinking that and getting a big head and all, you know?" Greylock explains. "Oh yeah, I know. I totally get that for sure, dude." Cold agrees. "I know you're doing that on purpose," Gray shouts. "It doesn't look as cool as you think." After shouting this, he looks over to Coldcrow, who just sighs and rolls his eyes. Just then, Sabella knocks out the caster on the far right, as Salvatore puts the oracle on the left into a trance. With these 2 temporarily out of the fight, Killswitch dashes in and slams Fyrnfog with his shield. This begins the final battle. "I will crush your bones and drink the marrow from them, Killswitch," the gigantic green hobgoblin roars as his guards pounce onto Kill and release a barrage of attacks. Simultaneously, the 2 casters in the back begin casting heavy damage spells to take out Kill and Cold. Sabella backstabs the oracle on the far left and then follows that attack by slicing her throat. Instantly, the heal she was casting is cancelled, and she is unable to cast anything else for a few seconds. Next, the fearless assassin tosses an axe to interrupt one of the casters attempting to blast Killswitch. Then she gets back on the goblin healer. From the back of the group, Sage casts a heavy lightning bolt on the same oracle Sable is fighting, as Greylock joins in with his sword, and very soon the healer is dead. At this point, the 3 of them turn their attention to the second healer. Greylock and Sabella sprint over to the healer just as she is waking up. She begins casting a heal for the hobgoblin boss, and manages to get it off just before Sage hits her with a massive fireball. She immediately begins casting another large heal, but Sabella gets there before she can finish it. She once again silences the caster with another quick throat slash. While these 3 heroes take on the caster in the back, Killswitch and Coldcrow continue to take massive damage on the front line. Not only are they constantly either dodging, blocking, or taking brutally heavy attacks from the powerful legionnaires, Warlord, and Fyrnfog himself, but they are also having to watch out for heavy hits from the casters in the back. Each time a round of magic attacks slams Killswitch and Coldcrow, Salvatore drops a heavy heal on them both. Next, he follows the heals with a shield to hopefully ensure they will survive the next round, and finally he pops a regenerative heal on the 2. After this, he momentarily shifts focus to the others. As Killswitch goes to deal out another heavy blow to Fyrnfog, he sees the caster Sabella had knocked out wake up and turn his attention to her. Before he can say anything, he sees her take on the caster in the middle, not realizing she already has this one on her. They both cast powerful spells on her and slam her with devastating force. First, The lightning bolt comes down from the sky and rocks her to her core. She screams in agony, convulsing violently as the electricity rides through her body.